process start Discord exe. So it's able to start, this Discord execution without your permission at all. So you clicked on this video probably thinking like, what the hell is going on? What is he talking about? What is this guy talking about Discord not being safe? Let me tell you, man, I'm gonna go and show you exactly what happens when you install Discord. This is not one of those, I'm gonna hype you up and tell you that there's something wrong with Discord when there is nothing wrong with Discord. Well, I have a legit reason to be concerned, and this is why I'm making this video as somebody who does tech support. And the way it installs itself is very, very sketchy in my opinion. So let's have a look to see what happens when you install Discord and why I think is sketchy or not even secure. This is just going to be an educational video. This is not making a statement against Discord or anything like that, just so you know. This is just me looking at it as a point of view of somebody who does tech support. So let's have a look and see if we can learn something from this. So what the heck is this guy talking about? Well, first of all, this guy's name is Irvin, also known as Kobo Man. Now, I'm going to get to the point here in like 1 second. But please, if you like these videos, let me know in the comments below just by saying hi, sort of like if you're in a classroom. And I know a lot of you are already doing this, and I really appreciate it. It just keeps me motivated. I know that I can keep making these videos. All right. So, get to the point right now is that I want to show you that, for example, if I try to install this program here called VLC, it will require administrator privileges. So I'm getting to the point right away. Right now, I cannot install VLC without system asking me for my administrator privileges, meaning that I'm going to be sure, 100% sure that I'm going to allow this program to install, right? That's normal. It's a security thing. However, I have 3 different examples here of similar software that doesn't require that at all. And the one we're going to concentrate on mostly is Discord. However, I will demonstrate that Zoom and, for example, Webex also do the same thing. And here's my example of this. Here's Discord, and I'm just going to run it right now. Right? It's running. It's thinking about it. It's not asking me for anything. What's going on? Where is my... It didn't ask me nothing. There's no pop-up? Oh, there's a pop... Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did you see that? It's just... It decided to install it. There it is. Matter of fact, it opened up my browser. Did you see that? It opened up my browser for a brief second, and here it is. It's already installed. And here's the icon for it right here. You see? It didn't ask me nothing. And I am incredibly leery about this. So where did it install? How did this happen? We're going to get to the bottom of this. And trust me, Discord is not the only program that does this. Now, we're going to look at this from tech support point of view when it comes to security and kind of concerned as somebody who does tech support, as a genuine concern about these programs that are doing this without even having you enter your administrator privileges. This means that anybody can install this on any computer, whether it's a home computer or a work computer. And I know exactly how it's happening. Now, just briefly, because I'm doing tech support videos for people that are watching me, I want to kind of show you a ticket, just because, we're used to doing this. We're used to working help desk tickets in my videos. So we're going to have an example of a ticket. Here's a ticket here, and it says, I need help installing video conferencing software. It's from our friend Mike Moser. We've seen him a lot. It says, my boss said we need to install video software before our meeting at 10 a.m. today. I need this ASAP, as soon as possible. So he's not being specific, but that's okay. This is intentional, so that way we can talk about Discord, Zoom, and Webex or alike applications. And this is an example of a ticket, and we're definitely going to get a hold of him, and we're going to see what's going on and what he needs to install and whether it's approved by the company. Because as you've seen with Discord here, it just went through. And I've never ever installed Discord on this specific computer. And the reason for that is because I use this computer only for tech support videos, and I had no reason. You can see that I'm remoted into it. It wouldn't even work when it comes to voice chat or video chat anyways, because it's a remote computer somewhere else in a different room, right? So I'm going to assign this ticket to myself real quick, and then I'm just going to get a hold of Mike. I'm not going to put any notes right now. I'm just going to get a hold of Mike, and we're going to see what he actually needs. So we're going to pretend that we did that as part of this tech support, okay? Because we need to figure out what kind of software do you need. All right. So here's Discord. And I'm just going to close this. And you can tell right away that this Discord icon doesn't have this shield icon. I'm going to try to zoom into it in a video edit. This little shield icon that indicates that it needs administrator privileges, just like this VLC. All right. And the same thing for Zoom, right? We're going to try to install Zoom and Webex as well, just to show you what happens. But let's see what happened with Discord here. Here's our Discord icon. And the best way to find what happened to it, where is this executable at, is to right click it and then open file location. It's literally the second thing there, open file location. And here it is. It links to an executable that's actually update. It's called update. It's not even called discord.exe, it's called update. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. There is a reason why Discord is being installed like this, basically in a silent manner, where it doesn't require you to click anything. There is a reason for that, and we're definitely going to touch on that. Well, the main reason is being convenient, but my main concern is security, because yes, so far as we know, Discord is a safe application to use. Whether it's safe to use in general, meaning like as in interaction with other people, that's not something I can speak on, because I'm not an expert on, social media, these type of platform when it comes to human interaction. As far as I know, you can get on Discord and somebody can steal your personal identity. Somebody can, get your information when you share your screen. Somebody can see something that you put on your live video or voice, so there's a concern there. But I'm not going to comment on that for sure, but I'm just going to look at it from a tech support point of view. I am incredibly concerned that this app installed without administrator privileges. Okay, so here it is. It's installed in local profile of the user. And the reason it installed in local profile is because once you log in under that local profile, for your local profile only, you can install anything you want inside your local profile. This is why you're allowed to save documents on your local profile. You don't need administrator privileges to install anything inside of your local profile folder. So let's back up. All right. For those people who've never heard of local profile, let's say your first time doing tech support. Let me show you what it is. Now I want you to keep in mind this. I want you to take a snapshot of this right here, this path. It says C, and then it's under users, and then Kobuman, and that's me, right? And this is my local profile. That's the name of my local profile. That's the folder name of my local profile where all my stuff is installed, or where all my documents are stored, everything. And then it goes into other subfolders, app data, local, and Discord. So how do we get this? Just to get a different point of view, we're going to go to this PC and we're going to look at our drives. And remember, we took a snapshot of it, so we know it's in C. And another word for people using computer is a user, right? This is where everybody, all the users are located. All the people that use that computer, they're going to have a folder that's created locally under users. And whatever you log in with to that computer, whatever your login ID is, in my case, Kobuman, this is your local profile. This is where all your stuff is going to be stored. Nowhere else unless you have administrator privileges. So Kobuman here does not have admin privileges. This is why I have an admin account that controls this. This big power is the name of the administrator account. Remember, we made a video on this, on how to secure our computer, just a couple of weeks ago. If you want to check it out, I'll put a little pop-up here on how to secure your computer like this. And here it is. We're logged in as Kobuman. And I'm going to go inside of Kobuman. Now we see something that's more familiar to most of you. Here is our contacts, desktop, right? Desktop, whatever you see in here that we see behind this video, behind this window, is desktop, right? And then we have documents, whatever's saved in our documents, downloads, favorites, all this stuff that you would normally see when you log into a computer. This is normal, right? I'm logged in as Kobuman and I want my folder so I can save my documents and this and that, right? And everything that's under Kobuman, I have the ability to install, add, and change. Okay? And this is where Discord installs itself, because it doesn't need anybody else's permission, but only the permission of person who's using that profile. And that profile doesn't need administrator privilege because typically in local profile you would never install programs. However, Discord, and we'll see later on, other apps are doing it. And it's inside of app data folder under your profile. App data folder usually stores only like configuration and temporary files of different software that you install, typically under program files, right? This is what usually is in here. So if we go in here, this is what you would see. But let me back up a little bit here, because I want to make sure here, if you look at your computer and you don't see app data, you just have to make sure that enable view folders is enabled. So if you click on view and select hidden items, it will show hidden items, which includes this app data folder. So if I unclick it, it goes away, you see. But if I click it again, it's going to show hidden items for all the computer, not just your local profile. Or you can just go in here and after Kobuman, just type in app data and hit enter. So here we are in app data, and now we're going to see where the Discord is. Now we can see as soon as I hover over this roaming profile part of it, that Discord is listed, indeed listed. If I move my mouse, it's going to go away. But if you look over, it's a third thing after. So it's Adobe, Dameware Development, and then Discord. We can see there's a folder in there, Discord. And then let's just double check. I know you guys took a snapshot of this. Where's our Discord? There it is, Discord icon. I'm going to do open file location. Okay. So this one is under a local. And that's typical for configuration files at local level. So here it is. We do have some parts of it in roaming as well as local, but looks like the main part of it is installed in local. Okay, let's open local, and sure enough, here's our Discord that we just installed. Let me sort this by date. Okay, this icon cache is also a hidden file. It shouldn't appear, but that's okay. Here's our Discord. We can see that today is the 12th, September 12th, and we just installed it. We go inside of it, and here it is. Here is executable that we're running when we open Discord, and it's installed under your local profile. That doesn't require any administrator privileges. What does that mean? That means that this program has access and it can do its thing without your consent and look at anything that's on your local profile. So, and I'm not saying it's doing this. I'm not saying doing this, but you can certainly code anything and have it search through your profile and possibly retrieve that data and use it for God knows what. Again, I'm not saying they're doing this, but I'm saying this is what happens when you install Discord. And there are multiple parts of it, and that's the local part of it. Let's look at roaming, and here's another one. All right. So if we open this one, what is this? These are all your cached settings that they're using it to store. This is what it looks like. So this other folder is used for caching, like, all the cookies and icons and all the stuff that's inside of Discord. So it's using this as well. And remember, we didn't log in at all. So it's using this and the other folder together to work. So it's not just using one. So it's using both local and roaming. Local low doesn't usually have anything. It's not really used by anything else aside maybe just Microsoft for something, but it's usually not used for anything. All right, now we've confirmed 100% that this is installed in local profile and not under program files like it usually is. All right, that's the snapshot of it, and we can see the app version. We can see what this download folder is, and looks like some kind of a cached data folder, right? So we don't know exactly what that is. We know it's labeled download. Packages usually means the different releases of the of the program of itself. And here's this other thing that's empty. Okay, we don't know for sure what that is. This is just an icon. And here's the installer. We're going to look at the installer as well, and hopefully it gives us some detail. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what's inside of this installer, but this most likely is a silent installer that runs a bash script that does this. Now, just to show you proof that nothing installed in program files, we're going to go instead of C and going to go to program files. This is the 64-bit of it. There's nothing here. Here's the most recent thing that we've opened or installed under 9/12. Remember, today is September 12th. It's sorted by date. There's nothing here for Discord. Program files x86. Nothing here. The only thing we have is Google because I opened Google web browser earlier. Not in this video, but separately. Sometimes there's stuff in program data. Nothing. But there won't be anything because remember, it didn't ask us for admin privileges to do that. Now let's look at the Discord installer. I'm gonna right click it and I'm going to open it with Notepad to see, and it looks like just a regular batch script that they run. So let's see what's happening here. All right. I'm looking for some basic instructions. This is all gibberish to me because I'm not a programmer. All right, so this code, as far as I can tell, it's just to either fetch data or just installation instructions. Because it looks like JavaScript, right? How do I know it's Java? Because it says JS. So it runs a JavaScript on your computer to, I'm assuming, install Discord. So looking at this again, look at all these hashes and hash keys and all this, modules. This all looks encrypted to me. All right, this all looks encrypted, so I can't tell what's going on with this. I mean, look at it. We know that it's running JavaScript, and that's it. And it's definitely fetching some stuff like that, but a lot of it is just encrypted. You see, these are all encryption keys, if you will. All right, so that's even more confusing. Now let's look at the squirrel setup. So this is just a text document. This is not a batch script or anything like that. So what this looks like here, this is more legible here. This looks more like a log file of what has happened. So it looks like it went for app data, and here are the instructions: C users, Cobbleman app data, local Discord. And here's another one: root application directory. So this is a log file of what it does, supposedly, right? This is a log file of what it does. And we're assuming that was created here. I'm assuming that it's created here by the installer or the updater. Looks like any of these can create these. Now this is probably related something to the fact that this comes from GitHub. It retrieves data from GitHub and then installs it. But I digress. My main concern here is that it's installing without your consent, really, unless the consent is just to click it. And here it is again. Starts Discord exe. It starts process start Discord exe. So it's able to start this Discord execution without your permission at all. Again, unless your permission is just to click it once and then install it. All right, now let's try to remove it. Add remove programs. Now watch this. This is even more concerning. We're going to find Discord. If we're going to sort it by install date, or we can just type it in, doesn't matter. Where's our Discord? It doesn't even show up in add remove. So how do I remove it? Look, it's not even in here. Oh, Discord. Here it is. Look at this. It actually shows to be installed on 8/12, which is August 12th. And I didn't install it on August 12th. Huh. Well, how about that? How about that? That is very sketchy to me. All right, well, let's uninstall it. I'm going to uninstall it. Okay? Usually you get a pop-up that something is happening, right? Where's the uninstall? What's happening? What's happened? Did it uninstall? Oh, look at that. It just disappeared. Nothing happened. Like, is it never... Okay, well, here's what's left over. All right, well, let's go to our icon, open, right-click, open file location, and here's our leftover. Look at this. There's leftover stuff, and here's the thing that runs. Look at this. Well, let's see what happens if I just use this icon now that we've removed it. Icon is still there, which is very, very unusual. Every time you uninstall, it should remove the icon. Let's double-click it. All right, is it going to do anything? Nothing. Okay, that's good. That's good, because for a moment I was scared that this exe that's still left here is going to do something. This exe can still do stuff. We don't know what it's doing. We know that it removed silently. It pretty much installed silently. So we don't know what this executable that's still left in your local data is going to do. Okay. Well, let's see what happened. Look at this one. This is under roaming. It still left all kinds of files. There's a JavaScript file left over. Look at all this stuff that's left over. Look at all this. All right. I'm going to just delete it. And delete them from both locations. So, the reason Discord does this, and not just Discord, is because of convenience. This is convenience. They don't have to, first of all, ask for your administrator privileges. Anybody can install them. Anybody, whether it's your home or your business, your work, because it installed at a local profile level, and local profile, if you're installing inside of that folder, it doesn't ask you for administrator privileges. So this is convenience. And the biggest problem here that they might have, I mean, this is very convenient for them, but they might have an issue where multiple people cannot use it. So if it's installed in your local profile, if somebody else is using a computer, they're not going to be able to use it because it's not installed for them. It's only installed for this person that's logged in. It's only installed for Kobuman because there's nothing installed in program files x86. So that's a problem for them, I'm assuming, but maybe not, because and this is probably the reason why they made it so convenient to install, so quickly to install, without you having to ask your IT guy to install it. And I'm assuming this is why a lot of companies are disabling or not allowing any of these software to install. All right, now let's see if Zoom does the same thing. I double-clicked Zoom here. Oh, sure enough, look at this. Same thing. As we expected, it's doing the same thing. Look, same thing. Yep, same exact thing. It gets you to the login page. We're going to see what happened to that. Let's see Webex. By the way, Webex being 248 megabytes is really big. Okay, so Webex actually gets you to a point where it starts the setup wizard, but it still didn't ask me for administrator privileges. So anybody can just click through here and just click next. So Webex, at least it gives you an option to, yes, you want to install this, click next. You know, and that was simple as that. It was simple as that. So Webex, in my opinion, is a little bit better than Zoom or Discord, because at least they give you another option of, hey, are you sure you want to install this? And then you click next. And then you willingly, knowingly install it. All right, let's see what happened to these programs. We're going to go into our local profile here. Users, Cobbleman, app data. Now let's see what's inside local. And here we go. It installed multiple things. Looks like Webex installed multiple. This is Webex here. Installed 3 different folders. Cisco. These 2 Cisco ones, I'm pretty sure this is part of Webex. And here's the Webex folder. And oh, look at this, by the way. Remember that squirrel thing that we talked about? This is still left over, and I totally missed that. Okay, luckily it's just a temporary folder. It's just a folder with the text in it. All right. So we found our Webex. Well, where is our Zoom? I don't see Zoom. Oh, I bet you it's in here. Look at this. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is Webex. Look at this. This is sketchy. Look at this. To get around of, wow, look at this. It installed programs folder. Webex did, called programs inside of your local data or local profile. And then installed some stuff in it. Look at this. Bin. All right. Well, let's see where it pulls it from. Since we're talking about Cisco, here's Webex icon here. Open file location. So it's in Cisco Spark. Okay, so look at this. It's not even called webex.exe. It's just called, first of all, it creates a folder called Cisco, and then it actually runs a host application. It's called Cisco Collab Host application. It's not even called Webex, while the icon itself is called Webex. That's another sketchy thing. All right. I don't see our Zoom. Let's see if Zoom is in roaming. Here it is. Check this out. Here's our Zoom. In roaming. Inside of roaming. Looks like a full application of Zoom. DLLs are there. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. Well, at least Zoom keeps it in one file or one folder as far as I can tell. Wow. Guys, as somebody who does tech support, I am very, very concerned that these applications are just installing themselves on their local profiles. I get that it's a convenience for them. It's a quick way to get somebody into a meeting. But man, is it sketchy? Yes. In my opinion, it's super sketchy, especially considering that bunch of executables are being installed on there. All right. But, you know, when it comes down to it, if a company decides to use something, if their security department says it's fine, then we're going to go ahead and install it. In this case, we're going to say installed Discord for user. Save. And then I'm going to, excuse me, I'm going to close the ticket. All right, so what can we learn from this is that certain applications, first of all, certain applications like to install their executables and their files and everything else inside of local profile without administrator privileges, which is a huge workaround for any users who want to install things that they want on there. And this is how they do it. So every time you see an application that you don't recognize and you don't know how they installed it, it's going to be in their local profile. And yes, you can remove it, and there's nothing you can do about it later. If they're going to install it again, there's nothing you can do about it. Okay. All right, guys, I hope you liked this video. Please let me know in the comments. If you got a second, please leave a like. Now, I make more videos, and I make them usually on Mondays. Sometimes I release them on Sunday, but usually I release them on Mondays. I may make even more, like as in bonus videos, like on Wednesdays. I just need to make more time for those. But if you don't want to make sure that you don't miss any of those, please subscribe. Or you don't have to. I mean, it's up to you. You're gonna miss it, but I'm not gonna bug you with that type of stuff. Anyways, I appreciate all the people that support me, that leave nice comments. I always love to hear from you. And yeah, that I think that's it for today. And I hope this was educational, as it was educational for me too, because I didn't realize that Webex was installing so many folders, and that explains the size of that 200, was it 249 megabyte size installer. Yeah, that definitely explains it. All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care, be safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.